Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Yes, we are back and tonight there is the return game of Coppa Italia versus Fiorentina. It is crucial to win, not only because we have to reach the final to take some revenge of the Supercoppa that we lost versus Inter, because Inter will be the opponent of or Juve or Fiorentina in that final, because yesterday they won 3-0, but also because winning will give us a bit of consistency, a bit of hope, a bit of enthusiasm to continue, because on Monday there will be Sassuolo. We know that Sassuolo is an important team, a team that can put Juventus in difficulty, so focus on that. In today's video we will speak about some things about management and change at La Continassa, as I put in the thumbnail. Not only that, because we have to speak about Mercato. Some big names will go in big teams. We will see the consequences that will have on Juventus, and also other things like the lineups of today's game. We go after the intro. We go immediately with the topic of today, but before that, let me ask you two questions. Did you like the video and did you subscribe to the channel? Super important. We open Tuttosport. They are speaking about a lot of things, but one thing that I really want to start with is Juve, che succede? Juve, what is happening? The question that all Juventini are asking themselves, especially when we are seeing the picture that Tuttosport has chosen. Alessandro, Del Piero, un capitano, c'è solo un capitano, a captain, only one captain in the middle of the two other captains of Juventus. We're speaking about Chiellini and Bonucci. And yesterday on Instagram he was asking to the fans, and I want to ask you the same question. If we are playing a five-a-side with the defense that are settled with Bonucci and Chiellini, and we have already the striker Alessandro Del Piero, who would you put as a goalkeeper and who would you put as a midfielder? These are the questions of Del Piero, and I'm asking you the same because I'm curious to reread your answers. But important, what is happening at Juventus? A lot of people are speaking about the future of Juventus, change of management, change of coach, change of players, change of presidents. Also Agnelli is a doubt. A lot of people are speaking about that. There will be some changes, I can guarantee you. To what extent, I don't know. I can just report you the facts that John Elkann spoke a few days ago, speaking and explaining how they started the project and is giving resources. He showed it already with that investment of 400 million, but also time to Juventus to go for their plan, giving a maximum support of Andrea Agnelli, but also Arrivabene, Cherubini and Allegri. Allegri with a 4 years contract will remain at Juve. Then tomorrow everything can change, but at the moment these are the facts. So when I'm telling you that changes can happen at Juventus, at La Continassa, not only speaking about players, but also about the other things. Why am I speaking about that? Because yesterday, and if you are in the Telegram group when I'm live translating the press conference of Massimiliano Allegri, you would probably have known already, or maybe you didn't pay attention to it, but it was really clear that something will happen. Romeo Agresti, my great friends, he was also watching it because he was there, of course, like every press conference, and he saw and he understood the same thing as me, because yesterday Allegri said something important. He said, we will evaluate everything at the end of the season. We must evaluate everything. Where to improve in all areas. These are the words of Allegri. Not evaluating single games like supporters are doing or journalists, but evaluating, making a balance at the end of the season. Where are we? Where did we grow? Where are the mistakes that we did? Because Juventus did a lot of mistakes. Of course, not only with the results, because Juventus being fourth, that means we did some mistakes. Someone has responsibilities on that, but also on physical condition of the player, because traumatic injuries, but also muscular, a lot of muscular injuries, not having always the same players. There are so many areas to understand and to evaluate, and at the end of the season, maybe there will be some changes in the technical staff of Allegri. Guys, it's not only changing the head of the physical condition, the physical trainer, no, because we did it already with Sarri, we did it also with Pirlo, now we have again Allegri, and we have the same problems, but we'll try to identify where and who's responsible for that. So really important, except some changes in the technical staff of Juventus. At the moment, as we speak, don't expect Allegri to put out of the team, because that will not happen normally, except of, I don't know, an earthquake, I don't know. Let's see. Guys, Juventus is not doing only bad things, and we see it with the president of Marseille. It's a young president of 35 years who is saying, my Marseille, Olympique de Marseille, you know, the French team, the historical team that also won the Champions League years ago versus Milan. He said, my Marseille, he's coming from the school of Juve. I try to put in Marseille, in their head, in the players, what Juventus did, because I come from Juventus. He was actually someone that worked in the management of Juventus. He worked at Valencia, he worked in different teams with different roles. He's someone that at the moment is saying, I try to put the mentality, the hard-working mentality of Juve to Marseille, because it's important that these players, they are already starting to have a habit to pressure, because playing at Marseille is something that is putting a lot of pressure. I also like him, the president of Marseille, because he said that Milik, they will try to keep him in Marseille. That's good, because I don't want him at Juventus. He's also speaking about Dybala. Would I love Dybala at Marseille, like being the Messi of Paris Saint-Germain? He said absolutely yes, but the problem is we are not able to buy Paulo Dybala. Paulo Dybala, that according to the last rumors of Alfredo Pedulla from Sport Italia, looks like he's rejecting every single offer because he has one team in mind, and it is Inter. Fake news, real news, we will discover it in the summer. So just to tell you that, guys, sometimes some people are saying that Juventus is still doing great things, and if we are looking at management of Juve, what they did in the 11 last years, not only with 18 trophies, but also with Juventus women, with the under 23, with La CONTINASSA, with all the projects, some things are not that bad. Let's focus on the game, guys. È ancora molto allegri. He's still very allegri. He's still very happy and still motivated to do more, because yesterday in press conference there was the question, are you still hungry? Allegri, of course, he was laughing. He made a joke about that. It was not the only joke, but he said, of course, I'm still angry because it's 2 p.m. and I still didn't eat. Of course, then he started laughing, but he said, of course, I am still angry. I started a project at Juventus and I want to continue to win. And then he also make another joke about Arthur, because they were asking what will be the midfield of tomorrow versus, so today, versus Fiorentina in Coppa Italia. And then he said, Arthur is dead. Dead? Guys, pay attention. It's an Italian way to say he is not available. He will not be there with the team because he's still injured. So who and what is the predicted lineup? We have 11 men, of course, because that's how we start. 4-3-3. That's the idea of Allegri, at least that's what Tuttosport is reporting, with Danilo again in the midfield. I know that that discussion will make a lot of people talk. Will that be correct, yes or no? I don't know. In that case, Pellegrini will be on the left, or Alessandro, that's a big doubt. De Sciglio on the right, and then we have De Ligt and Bonucci. Bonucci will start, Perin will start in the goal, and then on the midfield, Rabiot, Danilo, and Zakaria. In front, we have that trio of Vlahovic, Morata and Bernardeschi, with Dybala out. Dybala with a disaster performance versus Bologna. Apparently he had some stomach problem. I don't know what they are eating at La CONTINASSA, but they need also a new people that is taking care of their diet, because it's not normal that every time that we have to play a game, Cuadrado needs to go to the bathroom, De Ligt can't play, he needs to go to the bathroom. Guys, what are you eating at La CONTINASSA? So if we are changing someone, maybe Allegri think about also the people that is giving food to the team. That's an important one, guys. We continue with Fiorentina, with Italiano, the coach that is praised by everyone. He said, Vlahovic, who's Vlahovic? Joking, of course. He's saying it's a big mistake to focus only on one player. Now at Fiorentina everyone is scoring, and I totally agree with him. I always said that it has been always a problem if you are making one player the center of the project, whoever it is. Ronaldo, and look at the consequences after Ronaldo left. Dybala, look at the consequences of having Dybala as the player if he's always injured or not motivated or whatever problem he has. It's always a problem if you are putting one only player at the center of your project. So I totally agree with Italiano there. And then we go to the game of yesterday. Corriere dello Sport is not speaking about the drama, the scandal again of Inter winning the 3-0 with a really dubious VAR episode, but they're speaking about Lautaro, that is the boss, because he scored 2 goals yesterday. They won, and then we continue with the other one. Inter urlo finale, Inter a final scream with that 3-0 of yesterday. Guys, if you are speaking about screaming, there is another one that is screaming, and it is Pioli, the trainer of Milan, that suddenly saw him being eliminated from that cup. If we have to speak only about football, Inter was much stronger than Milan, without any doubt. But at that 2-0, Milan scored a goal, guys, a goal that a lot of people are speaking about since yesterday. La Moviola di Gazzetta dello Sport is saying grandi dubbi, big doubts on that goal of Lautaro. Then Mariani, that is an ex-referee, he said a lot of doubts also about that goal. And then another one, La Moviola, from another paper, who is saying Kalulu was in offside, but was he really disturbing Handanovic? That's the big question. So guys, if we are in VAR era, if we have the technology to support the referees to take the good decision, but 3 different pages and a lot of people, the entire calcio world is speaking about that episode, then we have a problem. Why do we have VAR? I'm asking myself, especially if you go, and I don't want to create too much controversy and polemics, but if we are going to only this season, we selected a few episodes that happened and they are always pro-Inter. Why? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Big questions why these episodes are never judged against Inter. They have always the favor of the dog. VAR looks like it has been created to make sure that Inter is winning again. Guys, let's finish the video speaking about Mercato. First of all, I want to say that Liverpool yesterday won 4-0 versus Manchester United. The most beautiful thing, of course, was at a certain moment of the game where Manchester United, but also Liverpool supporter, all the stadium was applauding. And there were actually, it was a beautiful gesture for Cristiano Ronaldo's loss and Georgina. Unfortunately, we spoke about it yesterday. It was a really touching moment, especially when the Liverpool supporters were singing "You Will Never Walk Alone." Beautiful, beautiful. And if we are speaking about football and not what happened with Cristiano Ronaldo that was not able to play yesterday, of course, after that tragic moment, we have to say that Liverpool, mamma mia, what a team. Manchester United coach said that they are 10 years ahead, and it's totally correct, and it's incredible. The level of Liverpool at the moment is so ahead of Manchester United, but also about the Italian teams, and I'm including Juventus. The problem, where is the problem, is that in Premier League they are not stopping there. They are already 10 years ahead, because a team like Manchester City is putting 75 million of clause for Haaland. Is there a problem? No, because every single team in the world could do that, but they are offering him 30 million euro salary for a kid of 21 or 22 years. Incredible. 30 million euro salary per season. If we are looking that we are paying Vlahovic 7.5 and he's our second most paid player of Juventus, something is crazy. Something is crazy. How do you want to catch up that 10 years gap from Manchester United or the other Italian teams with Liverpool, with Manchester City, if they are allowed to spend 30 million salary for a player? What we did with Cristiano Ronaldo, and we failed big times. We failed big times. Guys, Mohamed El Shahari is also saying that Manchester United is going for Ten Hag. Manchester United that has so much difficulty since so many years, they are going for Ten Hag, and Ten Hag, he knows Anthony, he wants Anthony. We were speaking about him. I said the first time when I was watching his value of 35 million euro on transfer market, I told you pay attention, because he has a contract until 2025, so that means that Ajax will ask between 60-70 million. Then some people were saying, it's not true, they will never ask that money. Look at that. Now Manchester United is ready to spend 60 million euro on the player, an offer that Juventus is not able to pay, because the guy is new, he's playing really well, we agree, but he has nothing, he has showed nothing at the moment. They are going with 60 million euro. Crazy. And that's what I'm telling you, the battle versus Premier League is really hard. If we are continuing with what is possible for Juventus, is a player like Angel Di Maria from Paris Saint-Germain that will be free at the end of the contract, quite old and not going into the parameters of Juventus in terms of youth, but he is a player that can join Juventus, and Juventus said a maximum of 5 million euro per season. Guys, for me that would not be a smart move. I don't believe that that move will happen, but they are speaking about it, and I really wanted to make you a difference between what is possible for Juventus, a player for free like Angel Di Maria at 5 million euro max, and then you have some teams that are going for Haaland with 75 million but paying him 30 million euro, or Anthony that is quite unknown even if he has a lot of perspective for 60 million euro value. Crazy. Nicolas Kira, and that's the last news of the day, he's saying that Alessandro could leave Juventus at the end of the summer, at the end of the season. His contract is expiring in 2023, so one more year, but he's not anymore in the plans of Juve, so they will try to separate roads at the end of the season, looking for a new left back. Who will that be? Will it be Emerson Palmieri? Will it be someone else? We don't know at the moment. We will discover that during the summer, but Alessandro's chances to remain at Juve are small. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know how long the video was. I hope you enjoyed, that you put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel. We see each other after the game of Fiorentina if the electricity will not show down. Grazie, forza, Juve.